Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Luna. I'm a real estate agent in the Orlando area, and today's video is going to be on 5 tips for first-time home buyers. Let's get to it. Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, like I mentioned in my introduction, is going to be 5 tips for first-time home buyers. Just keep in mind, these are basic tips, my tips that I want to give out. There's so many other tips out there, so many different perspectives, so many opinions. So yes, let's get to it. So the first tip is have a plan. It's very crucial, especially for something so big, your first home. You definitely want to have a plan, whether it's 6 months, 1 year, even 2 years. You should have your financial plan. You should have your home plan. Like, what kind of home do you want? Do you want a 2-story? Do you want 1-story? Do you want a pool? Like, have everything laid out. The communities you want to look at, the towns and cities you want to look at. You might be interested in Orlando and then eventually you want to look at Kissimmee or Pontiana or Lake Nona, Winter Park. All different cities surrounding Orlando. That's just not Orlando. So definitely have a 6 plan, 1 year plan, 2 year plan. And I know there's a lot of people out there that know this already, but there's other people that just act on their impulse. Today, like, you know what, I'm gonna purchase a house in 30 days. I'm gonna go and do the first time home buyer program. I don't have to put no money down. I have heard stories. So yes, that's tip number 1. Please, for your own sake, have a plan. Have a plan, be patient. Your dream home is going to come. Just have a plan. Tip number 2 is start saving for your down payment early and figure out how much you can afford. Even if, let's say, like I mentioned in tip number 1, you have a 6-month plan, 1-year plan, 2-year plan, and you say, in 2 years I want to purchase a home for $300,000. It might change. You probably want to buy a home less. You want to buy a home more. So figure out a number that's comfortable for you, and then figure out how much money you will have to put down. I will always say it's better to have more than enough than not enough. So start saving early, so when you are ready to buy, you're not hit with no surprises. So that is tip number 2. And figure out how much you can afford. But then once you do take the step and start walking into the process of purchasing your home, once you get pre-approved, then you will know exactly how much you can afford. But it's okay to have a ballpark, a number in mind, a goal in mind. So keep that in mind. Ooh, that rhymed. So tip number 3 is constantly check your credit and avoid opening credit. Avoid it at all costs, especially if you have a goal. So especially if you want your credit to be at a certain number. Remember, the higher the number on your credit, the less you have to put down, the more options you have when it comes to loans. The lenders will be easier to work with. So keep that in mind. Try to avoid opening additional credit, because that could affect your credit, believe it or not. I heard horror stories where someone went out and leased a car the day before they were actually going to close, and that pushed them 30 days more to even close, because they had to get that fixed. It was just a hot mess. So if you have a goal that in 6 months you want to purchase your home, stick to that goal and avoid opening credit, like leasing a car, helping your child lease an apartment, or whatever the case may be. Just avoid it, and always check your credit, because credit always changes. So keep your eye on your credit and avoid it all costs open credit. I'm gonna keep repeating myself, but I just think it's so crucial. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is figuring out your financing options, especially for first-time home buyers. You have a lot of options out there, especially depending on the county that you live in. Figure out what is your closing cost, how much you have to put down, is it covered, how much do you have to put towards the inspection. You know, when it comes to a first-time home buyer, there is a lot of incentives and a lot of options. So figure out your financing options when you do meet with your lender, and ask a lot of questions to your real estate agent. So yes, that will be tip number 4, is figure out your financing options so you can know which direction you're going to go, especially when it comes to your finances. And tip number 5 is hiring a really good real estate agent. I know a lot of the times people focus more on experience, which of course you want to hire someone with experience, but also focus on someone that has good intentions, because you can hire someone that has experience and then screw you over, right? Or don't pick up their phone, or don't really have the best intentions. So make sure you hire this person, you feel a connection, you feel their vibe, and you know, you're like, I can work with this agent. This agent has good intentions. Because a person with good intentions will lead you the right way, will lead you with the really good qualifying home, will get you good lenders, will get you really good connection, because this person has good intentions. Everyone in their circle will have good intentions. So keep that in mind. Really hire a really good agent, interview different agents, make sure you hire someone that really truly has good intentions for you. So those are all my 5 tips for first-time home buyers. Okay guys, those are my 5 tips for first-time home buyers. Obviously there's so much more tips out there. I could have sat here for an hour, but I just wanted to keep it short and simple and give you tips that are very important, especially when you're starting off with your buying process. If you do have any questions, or if you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment below. I am going to do a lot more videos on first-time home buyers, whether it's resale, new construction, investing. So stay tuned with those videos. Also, if you do love what I'm talking about, you want to see more videos, or you know anyone that will benefit from this video, share it to them. Also like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you again, and talk to you soon.